We have got a car from the Ride Lounge. They have purchased and they have asked us to get this car back up to 100%. It's a 1989 928 S4 manual gearbox with a dog leg. For the people that know what that is, that's where first gear is actually down to the left and not straight up. Really cool car. Drives great already, but it has been sitting and it needs some service upgrades that need to be done. This car has a timing belt, water pump, stuff that should be done on a timely manner or different mileage, and the car has had a timing belt done many years ago, so it's time to go ahead and update that. It's made out of a rubber belt, and so if that thing snaps, it could do internal damage, hit stuff, and we definitely don't want that, and we want them to enjoy it. I'll kind of go over some of the stuff that we're going to do. I've got a table full of parts. We'll walk over here for just a second and I'll kind of go over and lay out some of the things that we're going to be doing to this car. So we're going to be doing some coolant things. Like I said about the timing belt, Continental makes a fantastic brand, and it's just a rubber timing belt that needs to be done. Like I said, these things start to get dry rotted and cracked, and when that happens, this will actually break. Once we get it off, we can maybe take a couple of clips of that as well, but this will get done. You have to take off all the drive belts off the front of the motor to do that. A lot of stuff off the front timing cover comes off, so we're going to be doing a front crank seal and some cam seals, new tensioners. We're going to be doing a water pump. We're going to be doing a brand new expansion tank on it. The expansion tank on this car is turned almost a yellow. When it does that, that means that the plastic is starting to get a little brittle. So I don't want to do this massive job and they take off and this thing cracks and breaks and all the coolant leaks out and then the car overheats and we're back into the shop. So we're gonna refresh all this. The normal stuff that we see on these cars is the back deck lid is got some weight to it, and these are rear hydraulic deck lid shocks that need to be replaced. You'll raise it up and this thing will fall and hit you on the head, so want to definitely make sure that doesn't happen. Same with the hood. Hood does the exact same thing. We have hydraulic shocks that keep the hood up, so we're going to be refreshing that so that all that'll stay up. All your normal little nicky-nack stuff, wipers front and rear. We're going to be changing some fluid out of the rear gearbox because it has a rear backup light sensor that screws into the transmission, and this is actually leaking and leaving drips on the ground, so this will get replaced along with a new rubber OE grommet. This thing has had a bunch of gear oil on it and it's basically coming apart and deteriorating into nothing, so we want to make the car just look back to factory while we're doing all this stuff. So we're gonna upgrade all that stuff. New drain plugs, new crush washers, timing chain or timing belt tensioners. We got some idler pulleys. We got a new thermostat. We're going to obviously do an oil change. We're going to do a new fuel filter. We're going to do a whole brand new set of spark plugs. So we got a lot of good stuff. Power steering reservoir. These have actually a filter that's built inside, and so when you do a power steering fluid service, you want to make sure that you replace this because this thing's got a filter in it that needs to be replaced. So we're doing that as well. Air filters. So it's going to be good. They bought a good car. It's got good bones. There's no rust. This is definitely a car worth fixing. So we're going to get this thing back up to 100% and we'll see how it goes. The car is completely bone stock, which is fantastic. Nobody's molested it. They hadn't cut anything off of it, and the car is a good, fantastic driver once this thing gets all serviced up and done. But I did want to point out one thing that somebody's done that is an absolute fantastic upgrade. An upgraded Sanyo Japanese AC compressor, and this thing is fantastic. It comes with all new brackets, that bolts to the original brackets, and it's a good sturdy unit, but this AC compressor puts out tenfolds what the original York square compressor that this car came with, and this is just an absolute fantastic upgrade. So I just kind of wanted to point that out on this. If somebody's got a 928 and they're looking, this is really a fantastic kit that somebody's upgraded it for. So yeah, it's got a little magnet on it. It actually wasn't too bad, but it definitely needed to get serviced. So we're taking the tensioners loose so that we can get these belts nice and loose, and then we'll get all these off and get the front
lower crank pulley off and start getting into the front timing cover to get to the timing belt and start replacing all that stuff.
Well, this is actually my son's. So I don't work on cars unless it's something like this here. So my toolbox is from here to the table and this tall, but it's at my house. Dad a toolbox, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago for Christmas, and he was who kind of inspired me to do what I do. He used to work on air-cooled Volkswagen Bugs and buses, Type 3s and Carmagillas and stuff like that, and he would rebuild those motors like in the back of a 2-bay shop that we had, and I mean it was what put food on the table, you know, when I was little. So it was definitely what kind of got me going, you know. All right, so as I explained in the beginning, this transmission has a dog leg in it, which a lot of people are like, dog leg, what is that? So most conventional cars in the United States, first gear is usually straight up, you know, up to the left. This first gear on this car is actually down and to the left. Reverse is actually up and to where first gear usually is on this car. But you know, we're doing the transmission service, the reverse light switch, which when you put it in reverse, it hits a button on that electrical switch, and that's what makes the reverse lights come on. But this is kind of a cool feature. It takes a little bit to get used to. It's kind of funny. A lot of people, you know, they're up here starting off in second gear, you know, just lugging, trying to take it off. But first gear for this car is actually down to the left. Pretty cool. It's fun to drive once you know that it's there.